one thing above all else is clear. If the Sword Coast is to find any measure of peace, Kalar Argent must be stopped.
That was a major battle for us in Canoglim. We are quite fortunate to have survived it. If I hadn't hit the one hole in the glass jar, then we might have all died to the mighty ghost dragon Halatathlir. And also during this battle, Danahir really showed her courage by attempting to take on so many mages and others on that side of the chasm. She sacrificed herself for us there, but thankfully Jaheira could resurrect her. On our side was the dragon Halatathlir. She just couldn't control herself until the jar was smashed. As I said before, we continue to get into more and more difficult situations. This would most certainly count as one of those. We will have to always be on the lookout to advance ourselves in terms of equipment and skill, otherwise we could have been destroyed in that situation. It was just by the luck of Timora that I hit the right person with my arrows. We will now confront that druid. His evil needs to be stopped. We have basically destroyed all the evil that's inside of there. Now, what's left to do is to deal with this corrupted grove and get rid of this druid. Then we could probably... Oop, more of these myconids. Did not see that coming.
300 pounds of justice!
Doom draws close to thee!
Okay, Danahir was hit with something. She's confused. Just stay away from her for the moment. It won't take but just a moment. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go up to the castle after this, not through the underground. We'll take a bit of a travel to get over there. You would think it wouldn't, but we have no choice. We have to go the long way because we aren't part of Kalar's crusade. I'm not going to try going right through the castle. We'll for surely be spotted doing that. I do want to get into their big grain stores that they're using ready to eat, though, so ready to drop off some poison. Put some of these drops of poisons in there, I guess I should say. Let's deal with this druid, then go up and tell the other druids what we've done. The ones who are waiting for us to finish this one. Destroy them.
Such menial tasks.
Strangers. So many strangers in the depths these days. Why have you sought me out?
We've met before. You warned me not to go forward at the big cavern entrance outside. I warn many travelers, their faces rarely stay in my mind. I can understand that. Is this your home? This is the circle where I worship the land beneath the land, but that is not why you are here, I think. It is a marvel to behold. I wonder if I might ask you something. What do you want, stranger? Information if you're willing to share. Ask your questions. This Heffernan you mentioned, why did you agree to help him? Not out of altruism. I struck a deal with him. Safe passage in exchange for assistance in a personal manner. Would this personal matter involve a pair of druids on the surface?
Some in the circle refuse to accept my authority. Fools. With Heffernan and his followers' help, I drove them off.
I've talked to those druids. They say you went mad and started to breed unnatural creatures. That's why they left.
I care nothing for what those weak-willed half-wits on the surface say. Their very existence is a thorn in my side. Remove it for me. You will be rewarded.
I'll think about it. In the meantime, I have another question. Ask your questions. Why are the animals in this area so stirred up? Through experimentation and magic, I have enhanced some of the local fauna. So you're the reason I was attacked. Why would you do such a thing? By the terms of my bargain with Heffernan, I am permitted to perform my experiments. Why do you or tell me more about this agreement. Why would you bargain with trespassers? Not out of altruism. I struck a deal with him, safe passage, in exchange for assistance in a personal matter. Yeah, so you've said. Though it likes to paint itself differently, Kalar's crusade is no force for good. Your deal was ill-struck.
I did not deal with the Shining Lady. Kalar Argent's aspirations mean nothing to me. What happens on the surface is no concern of mine.
It should. Kalar seeks to open a gate to the Nine Hells. Internal fiends will swarm the land, ravaging the Sword Coast and beyond. The Nine Hells? Are you certain? As certain as anyone can be. Look, I have a seal taken from a high-ranking Crusader. I've learned much in my dealings with him. Damn Heffernan! Damn him! I agreed to support his efforts with my children and beloved Ankegs. Assuming Ankegs isn't a euphemism, I could use that support in thwarting Heffernan and his mistress's schemes.
This amulet allows the bearer to control my children. I give it to you now instead of the traitor. How else can I help?
Oh, that's enough. I've had all the answers I require. Then be gone. Yeah. Well, I hate to do this after everything else,
Your
but
life shall be mine.
you have to die.
For the fallen!
There's my gold back. Oh, what is this amulet from? I must have picked this up from... Oh, yes, from the dragon. Acid. Oh, no, this is what he just gave to me. Acid resistance. Crafted by the Dark Druid Ferrisk, this amulet resembles the curved pincers of an ankeg hanging from an iron chain. The pincer's polished green carapace catches the light, gleaming with an emerald sheen. Ferrisk created this amulet to summon a passel of ankegs to fight at the wearer's command. Interesting. You can't identify this? So, on the fire. We can use this. So what else have I gotten here? Club with minor enchantment.
Dominski's as brawny
Minsky's
as
full.
they come. He cannot carry everything, and he must make room for Boo.
Aquamarine gem. What kind of plate mail? Could you identify this, please? Bloody bone plate. The warrior who once wore this armor died at the hands of a friend she trusted. The mark of her betrayal remains in the bloodstains that have darkened to brown on the gleaming bone-white armor. The armor functions properly, though it makes the wearer unappealing to look at. Yeah, you can't wear that. It doesn't help, but he can sell it. It's not better than what he's using. I meant to say, something over there.
You
wanna
call
go
with flair.
inspect that? Glint.
Yes, yes. Yep.
The roots of this massive tree twist unnaturally, almost seeming to claw mercilessly at the soil that will sustain them. Oh, nothing. Nothing. Okay, let's go up to the surface now. Find those druids. And then we can go to Dragonspear Castle. Not through the bottom way, though.
Such menial
Oh,
tasks.
we should probably talk to these two before we go. Try to convince them about Heffernan's evil.
Such menial tasks.
Hello. Thou didst leave me with much to think on. I would be alone for a time to ponder thy words. Okay, but we found
I
something.
wonder if birds ever die of old age while they're flying and fall right out of the sky.
I have something here for you to you need to see, Julan.
What is this?
Notes from a ritual designed by Heffernan. He sought to raise an undead army.
What? No, I don't believe it.
You must, mine sister. The evidence is here before thine eyes.
Anyone could have written these papers. A squirrel, even. I met a talking squirrel in a taproom once. It could happen.
Dinah here agrees with my accounting of the ritual. Think, what would I gain from such an elaborate ruse?
I pray thee, Julan, trust this woman as I do. Her evidence is sound.
Of course you're correct, my little beetles. What was I thinking? I don't know, truly. We shall leave this place at once, Riga.
Perhaps you should return to Rashomon and see if any others, or Oathlores, have suggestions for how you proceed from here.
I do miss our home. What do you say, Riga? Shall we visit Rashomon once more?
If that is thy wish, lady.
Onward then. Thank you again, dear ones. Do take this as thanks. Riga has a splendid new weapon, and we've been lugging this one around for weeks. Think of me when thou lookst upon it. Not that thou wouldst forget, I am sure.
Best of luck to you. To have more smile on you. Oh, it's a nice two-handed sword. Could you identify this, please? We will need... What is this? Amulet of Whispers. Oh, yes. She needs this. She definitely needs this, so she can't be silenced. Who else needs an amulet? Minsk could use one. So it's actually better for Jahir. Since she is a druid, and it came from a druid. I suppose. If that even matters. Okay, so let's see about getting an identify spell. Dragon Blade. A silver dragon with sapphire eyes curls around the hilt of this powerful two-handed sword. It is said that a legendary Rashemi warrior was given the sword for demonstrating exceptional valor in battle, where he fought side by side with a silver dragon, but the details of the tale have been lost to time. This might be better than what you're using, Minsk. Let's do a comparison. Yes, it is. You can sell this one. Not by great amounts, but it is. It does extra cold damage, and it can still the target. Definitely could use that.
Such menial tasks.
So let's go to Dragonspear Castle. We have our way in now. Oh, we have to see the druids first on the way out. Oh, he gave us an acorn, did he not? Ugh, forgot to use it. Hello.
It would be good. Don't mess with nature.
You return once
or
more
he'll
to our
mess with
circle.
you.
How does it fare? As before, we struggle to fight the corruption seeping from this twisted tree. I'm still working on the Dark Druid problem. I'll return when I have news. Let's travel safely. Yes, I forgot about that. He gave us an acorn? Enchanted seed. This fist-sized acorn grows with vibrant green light. So, we have to come back down here anyways, so we'll just return when we can. Right, to Dragonspear Castle. Took 2/3 of a day to get here.
Such menial tasks.
Hopefully they'll let us in now. Hello? None but those who walk in the Shining Lady's light may pass through here. Do you carry Kalar's seal? I do. I carry it with me at all times. See it here? Forgive me, my lady, I did not know you were one of the faithful. Please pass. May Kalar's light shine upon you always. It worked.
Treacherous cow!
What's this? Treacherous
Try it,
cow.
Corinth. Try it and see what happens.
Shut up, the both of you. Everyone shut the hells up. Some kind of dispute? Yeah, he said treacherous cow will cut your lying tongue from your mouth.
What? Fine.
Okay, what's going on here? Kalar's a bit too welcoming for my taste. What do you want? Okay.
Alright, listen up. You all know we've got a problem here. I don't like problems, and I'm not going to let this one interfere with our duties any more than it has already. Valus here has accused Corinth of crimes against the lady.
She lies. You call me a liar, you traitorous pig. You dare. Huh. Can I be of assistance here? I think we have more important things to do right now. No? Who the hell are you? A neutral party seems like you might be able to use one. Perhaps we could at that. I'll let those involved speak for themselves. Valus, tell us a story.
I'm no bard. It's no tale of thrilling adventure I will tell, but it is the truth. Before we were assigned here, Corinth and I served as scouts to the Blinding White Battalion. He did the job well enough, until we came to the hamlet of Innisfall.
There he broke cover, warning the inhabitants of our coming. They took what provisions they had and fled before our forces arrived. The gods alone know how many he cost the Lady's Light, never mind the supplies and weapons we lost due to his betrayal.
Lies. All of it. Delton, you can't believe her. All of you. You know me. You know I would never betray the lady.
Tell us your side of the story, then. The people of Innisfall fled before us, it's true. I saw the rider who warned them of our coming from where I hid in the bush. He was a farmer, working in the fields a few miles from town. He saw the battalion approach and warned his fellows. That is the beginning and the end of the story. Deceiver! I'll cleave your head from your shoulders! Hold, Valus. Whether Corinth is guilty or not, I won't have my people striking one another down. "'Tis a thorny situation to be sure. Perhaps I can help. Let me talk with them individually and see if I can determine the truth of the matter."
I'm happy not to have to deal with this nonsense. Talk to Valus and Corinth and their colleagues round the camp. Ravik, Delton, and Damar have all voiced an opinion. Once you gather the evidence, let me know your conclusions.
Ooh, it's a long walk getting here. Okay, Ravik, Delton, and Damar. Ravik, Delton, and Damar. I've already spoken to them, so... Oh, there's Damar right here, I believe. I was pointed to this person. Ho there, I am Damar. Good to know you, Damar. I'm investigating the charges against Corinth. I see. What can I help you with? Do you think Corinth warned Innisfall about the Crusade? It's possible. It's definitely possible, but it's not like we lost people taking Innisfall. It's not so great a crime that he deserves to die, assuming he even did anything, which I don't think you can assume. Would Valus lie to frame Corinth? She obviously holds him in contempt. Valus has no love for Corinth. I don't know how far she'd go to see him dead. And we are talking about Corinth's life and death here. If he's found guilty of betraying Kalar, he'll be heading to Avernus before any of us do. I've seen enough death myself. I don't like Corinth, but I don't dislike him so much that I'd see him die, not for what he's accused of. Thank you, Damar. You've been very helpful. I try. Take care of yourself. Kaelar's enemies are all around us. We are safe in her light, but, well, we could always be a little safer, you know? Is Delton another one? Are you Delton?
No, I'm not.
He didn't do it, you know. I don't believe he did it. Corinth wouldn't be so foolish as to betray us. You believe Valis lies when she claims Corinth warned Innisfall of the Crusade's arrival? Didn't say that. Just saying she's not telling the truth for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe even she doesn't know why. Look, Corinth isn't the most steadfast guy around. I know that. He's in this for the money, not the mission, but he's in it, see? He's in it. So he had family in Innisfall. That doesn't prove anything. Corinth had family in Innisfall? Corinth has family in Innisfall? Where'd you hear that? You hadn't heard about that? Everyone's talking about it. They are, really, huh? Well, yeah, he had family in Innisfall, and Innisfall managed to, you know, run like the hells just a few minutes before the Crusade arrived. That doesn't prove anything. Nothing. Not what it proves. What I'm saying is, if you listen to me, what I'm saying is Corinth isn't going to turn on the Crusade. He just isn't. Fact. You've been most helpful, thank you. He wouldn't turn on us. He wouldn't. What? Yeah, alright. Make Kaelar's light guide you. Always like that. That person is very nervous, or they're not very intelligent. Okay, so I've been told that you're the last person to speak to.
What do you want?
Half-orc? You looking at me? Stop it. I don't like being looked at. I saw you listening to Leopas earlier. I thought you might be able to offer some insight on this conflict between Valis and Corinth. You want to know about Corinth? Ravak will tell you about Corinth. He hasn't seen no light. He doesn't believe in the lady. I seen him. I seen what he does. Shouts Kaelar's name loud as any, but shakes like a mouse when it's time to do her work. Complains how hard this life is for him. He's weak. Do you believe he warned Innisfall of the Crusade's coming? Corinth turned on the Crusade? He hasn't got the stones. He hasn't even got one stone. Useless. Okay. Thank you. You've been most helpful. Sure, whatever. So I'm really left with no answers. None of these people are just guessing. They're assuming a lot of things. I don't know why she has it out for Corinth.
Yes?
Okay, well, we'll find out. Speak to her.
You've already heard what I have to say. There's not much I can add to it.
You truly believe Corinth betrayed Kaelar? That he warned the people of Innisfall of your coming?
I saw him enter the town. Not an hour later, it was empty. It's obvious what happened. Delton tells me Corinth has had family in Innisfall. He clearly warned them of our approach. Those people could have discovered Kaelar, and he stole it from them.
You paint a compelling picture, but I'm not convinced of his guilt. Not yet. Well, stop wasting time with me, then. If you need anything more, I'll be right here. Go do what you must to find the truth. Where did Corinth go off to? There he is.
What do you want?
You know what I want. I understand you had family in Innisfall. And if I did? You try to make a question out of something you know for a fact. Did you have family in Innisfall or not? I've nothing to say to you. You've already made up your mind. I know it. They all have. What in the nine hells are you talking about? This is Corinth, one of Leopas's rangers. His colleague Valis accuses him of betraying the Crusader. Yes, I know. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I haven't been hit over the head, Jaheira. I know exactly.
Please, please, why won't you leave me alone?
I can't do that, Corinth, not until I know the truth. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Just leave me be.
Please, please, why won't you leave me alone?
I understand. I'll press him. I know you betrayed the Crusade, Corinth. Confess your sins, you worthless maggot.
You bring a ballista to a dart game, my friend. We'll get no truth that way. Just what he thinks you want to hear.
I have nothing to say to you. You've already made up your mind. I'm not one of them, Corinth. I've made no decisions yet. I did nothing wrong. You have to believe that. I did nothing wrong. Well, go ahead then. Convince me. Leave me alone. Please just leave me. Ugh. Acts like a child. Maybe that's a lot of these people are just not very intelligent that you've recruited into your army. Honestly, I don't know if he did or not. Ah, it's you. Have you reached any conclusion regarding my quarreling rangers? I have made a determination.
Glad to hear it. Attend me, everyone! Valus, Corinth, get over here!
Let's hear it then. Did Corinth betray the crusade, or is Valus bearing false witness against her fellow ranger? Huh. In truth, I cannot say the available evidence points to Corinth's guilt, but it's hardly compelling enough to justify a man's death. You've wasted my time. Thank Kalar for watching over you. In another place, at another time, I wouldn't hesitate to cut you down. Go, make yourself useful if you can. I don't want to see you again. Well, it's the truth. There's nothing you could have done about it. I mean, Corinth is just, I don't know what's going on with him. He's just not very convincing. Alright, we have a camp to explore then.